Alright folks, welcome back to MaxSpeedTV. Tonight we do have the East-West Modifieds here at a little bit of a different track that I don't go to very often. It is New Hampshire, so we will definitely be in for a treat here tonight as qualifying is underway. We're going to see here along with Dave Audio right now in the number 3 car. Again, this is run in an official race, so a little bit different there than normal. Again, we do have Brandon Kaufman here in the booth with us. So Brandon, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, ready for some short track racing again this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race, I think. We have 14 cars here, so a fairly full field here for these cars. Alright, there we go. Get the appropriate header up there. We'll pop up our qualifying tabs so everybody can see it real fast. We've got 3.5 minutes here in qualifying. Bobby Radford doing a 3.4. That's a pretty good time. What did we hear earlier? They were running 30.2s and 3s?
Yeah, that's what they were saying earlier, 30.2s, so maybe different weather here in this official session.
Yeah, so it looks like everybody so far is running 30.4s. There's a 30.6 to 32 from Clinton Cockrell. So let's see if anybody can top the time right now, as we are still having issues with ATVO today. And sorry for that, folks. Hopefully this does get fixed. It crashes the first time every time when we load in, so not sure why that is, but we are working to get that fixed. Again, qualifying underway, so we'll put that up on the board there so you can see it. You'll see if we have any drivers left here that have not qualified. Keith Jeffries out with a 30.458. There is a 30.2. John Perkins ran a 30.251.
Like he might be the only one.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting as qualifying is wrapping up. Only a handful of drivers that have not qualified yet.
And I was looking at the track information here. It does look like the track is about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, so fairly hot for these cars.
Yeah, that is very hot out here, actually. Again, we haven't seen tire wear be too big of an issue with these cars, so that will be interesting. As this track's not a new track; it's got an older surface, as you can see. This thing's got a lot of rubber on it, on the bottom and the top. Not as much through the middle grooves. It looks like everybody is using the bottom. So it'll be real interesting to see how the tire wear does play here tonight.
Yeah, I think the main concern is going to be the right front tire as these cars try to dig down into the turn. Since it is a fairly flat, bankless track, with it looks like probably on about 3 or 4 degree bank, it's going to take a toll on these right side tires.
And I do believe we'll get a confirmation here. Those two, Gerald John and Jeffrey Stanton, that have not qualified, both of them look like they are going to go for the kind of like a hard charger award. Not necessarily exactly that, but if you are in contention based on finishes and wins and stuff like that, they do have a chance to win $20 here tonight. So both of them look like they are gonna stick out of qualifying and try to work their way up. So we'll definitely keep an eye. That is the number 2 and the number 5. So those are gonna be 2 guys to keep an eye on here tonight.
Yeah, those look to be the only 2 that didn't qualify. Best of luck to them trying to get through the field.
Yeah, so we've got about 8 seconds here left. So we got, again, 4 seconds and we'll be going to race just like that. Again, sorry folks, this isn't an official race, so we don't have a whole lot of time to get in here, but we do it as fast as we can. But just like that, gridding is underway. So race conditions are about to be happening here, folks. Going to be a great night of racing, I imagine. Again, we are at New Hampshire, and has been redone recently as far as signage. As you see there, they got the Monster Energy sign up now.
Yeah, they redid all the logos. Definitely makes it more realistic having the current logos on there, but we do have Connor Blaze. He actually got a 30.1, so good time goes to him.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on him. We got the fastest, and again, we don't know how fast those two in the back are going to be. Obviously, they didn't qualify, but we know from past, in order to get to where they're at, they had to have won or be in top 3, I believe it was something like that, if I recall correctly. So we know they're going to be good competitors here, and someone to be on the lookout for. But the question is, how fast can they get to the front, and can they get to the front, period? Looks like we got 2 more. There we go. Got 1 driver still to grid in, Glenn Purcell. So waiting on him, and then we will go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. Alright folks, let's go through your official HRE Motorsports starting grid here. Going to be row 1 is going to contain Connor Blaze and John Perkins. Row 2 will contain Bobby Rafferty and Richard Smith. Row 3, Dave Badio and Keith Jeffrey. Row 4, Jason Perkins and Kyle Dayton. Row 5, Junior Harville and Gary Holbrook. Row 6, Clifton Cockrell and Glenn Purcell III. Row 7, and that is going to be your final row there, folks. That is Gerald John and Jeffrey Stanton. Both of those trying to get that $20 here tonight if they can win the race. One of them can. Obviously, they both can't do it. But that being said, it looks like we're about to go green flag racing. Green flag in the air, 60 laps here tonight. We are on lap 1. We'll put up our top 3 thing for you here. So again, we expect to have a great race here tonight as we're watching a good battle for 2nd place right now. Actually, 3rd place. They're still too wide all the way back here except for the front 2. Oh, little contact between 4th and 5th. Was Bobby Rafferty and Dave Badio. This is slight contact. Now they're 3 wide back to 5th place. So they are definitely living up to the great race here tonight.
Yeah, they're not really holding anything back here in the beginning, trying to get all the spots they can. I have a feeling that we may have to see some more green flag runs. So track position is going to play a huge factor in who wins this race tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And we talked to a couple of drivers earlier, and since there was 28 drivers total, there was 2 splits of 14. They didn't predict too many cautions here tonight. This is definitely not like last week's where it was real slippery and hard to handle the car on. These cars are pretty gripped, and you can see them 2 or 3 wide at some points. As it looks like it's the 8 car, that is Kyle Dayton, has trapped Jason Perkins down on the inside. He will get by him. So maybe the middle to top line is the preferred line right now. But that being said, I'm not sure. Now it looks like the 6 car is going to get by. That is Jeffrey Harville. He's going to get by the 13 on the bottom. So just like that, the bottom is now where they want to be. To pass anyone is the 13. Again, that is Jason Perkins hung out to dry up on the high side. And now they've kind of single filed out, so it's going to be a little bit of a train here, I would think, for a while. These guys are not going to push any issues. We have 60 laps, and we're about to start number 5, so not many laps. I think they've got plenty of time to actually race here. They can half of this race.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's pretty much single file now. And it looks like Gerald John, he's already up to the 11th position. So he's definitely going after that $20 for hard charger.
Yeah, I definitely see him getting up there. I mean, we know he can win. We've seen it happen before. Gerald John up to 11th. Stanton, though, we know he can win. It's surprising to see him back there in 13th still. Hasn't moved up as much as we thought he would. So he very well could be just conserving, seeing if there's going to be any cautions, and if there's not, then at that point, making his move to the front.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time in this race, and you don't want to push the issue early and then have your car get damaged to where you're not even in contention for that award then.
Yeah, and as far as I move back up to the front here, that's probably the best battle we've seen for a lead here in this series since 2 weeks we've been doing it, I believe. We did miss last week, unfortunate. We had computer issues, but we do have those fixed now. Got some better internet and better computer parts in the computer, so all should be good tonight. That's a good little battle. I would look, you got the 12, John Perkins. We may have a battle for the lead here in the next lap or two.
Yeah, these top 3 guys definitely pulled away from the rest of the pack. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to conserve a little bit or try to make passes here.
Yeah, it looks like John Perkins in the 12. It looks like he's trying to get by. I'm just not sure if he wants to make sure it's perfectly clean or if he just is, sticking the nose up there trying to get a feel for it to see just how it's going to happen, if and where he can't do it, because you can't just pass anywhere. We haven't seen anyone go below that yellow line yet in this race, but we know in the past couple of races, if you get below that yellow line, the car will get very sideways.
Yeah, that yellow line is definitely there for a reason. Let those drivers know that, hey, this is the apron, and it's not cleaned up, it's dirty, there's marbles all over it. So they get down there, they're going to definitely know it. As you see the 4 car of Richard Smith to the inside of John Perkins for 2nd place.
Yeah, he looks like he will complete the pass. He's still on the inside, hasn't officially cleared him, as it looks like Perkins is going to try to make a run on the outside on him again. So we'll have to keep an eye on these two, as they are literally side by side and about to come across the line here. And I'm not sure, they are pretty much dead even at the line right there. So I honestly don't know who to give that to there for that particular lap for 2nd.
Yeah, Connor Blaze is just loving this as they're racing side by side. He's doing nothing but pulling away, so they're going to have to figure it out, or there might not be a chance of them catching him.
Yeah, definitely he has got to be in a happy spot right now. The more you race side by side, anybody in front of you is going to pull away, so looks like they have settled it out. Not sure Richard Smith did get by Perkins. Again, that's John Perkins. But not sure if he maybe let off a little bit, just let him by, no need to fight this early on, or if he's just going to be that fast here tonight. So we'll definitely keep an eye to see if maybe John Perkins makes a little bit of a run here later in the race, or if he did use up his tires a bit more than he wanted to. Let's see, we'll take a look here. 13 laps, wrong lap 13, 12 laps completed. Let's take a look here. We got our top 5 drivers after 12 laps completed, about to be 13. Connor Blaze, again, is your leader. Richard Smith, 2nd. John Perkins, 3rd. Bobby Rafferty is 4th. And 5th place is Dave Waddy. So, good job for those drivers. Kyle O'Danick, we've talked about him the last couple of weeks. I do expect him to be up there. He's always fast, but it seems like at least last week that we broadcast, a lot of things go his way. It seems like he has a really good luck here. That somebody wrecks or something, and he gets up to the front, and then he's able to stay up front once he gets there. Looks like Keith Jeffries is also going to try to get to the inside of, looks like Jason Perkins. Again, we have two Perkins not to be confused by. We have Jason Perkins and John Perkins. Jason Perkins is the 13, and it looks like the 11, Keith Jeffries, is going to get by him, or at least he was there in turn 4, going into turn 1, and is a complete reversal. Looks like Perkins is, in the better position to keep that spot.
You got a copy now?
Oh, yeah, you having mic issues?
Yeah, for some reason it just cut out on me. Sorry about that.
Oh.
I'm back now, I think.
Yeah, we were wondering what happened. Mic issues haven't been known to plague stuff. Like I said, Max. Yeah, we got a copy now, so we're good to go.
Alright, good.
There's little battles going on all over the track. A lot of people sticking their nose out, looking to get a pass, just unable to complete it, or just, like you said, biding your time. Again, 17 lap, run lap 17 of 60. So we are closing on halfway very quickly, but not quite there yet. We know you race a little bit more than I do. So on the scale of, or on the side of racing, in your opinion, at what point in lap-wise, for someone who's a little bit further back in this race, when do you think we'll expect to see them really get, not aggressive, but yeah, a little bit more aggressive and try to make something happen to get to the front quickly?
I've never raced these cars, but yeah, I do race a little bit more. I guess I would say 10, 15 to go if you're racing like dirt. But here on asphalt, you can see just by looking at these cars how spaced apart they are, seconds apart. And if you're someone who is like running for the hard charger spots, such as Gerald John and Jeffrey Staton, who are currently running 10th and 11th, only 2 spots up from where they started, you better bet they're feeling a little bit of pressure to get to the front. It may not be as easy as what they expected coming in.
Yeah, definitely. I'm wondering that myself, if they thought maybe they could get in here and get to the front easier, but both of them still lingering in the back. And if we do have a caution at this rate, it does not look like we will. Everything running very smoothly. Maybe we can get a word in with them to see if the car's not handling the way they want, or if they actually are kind of biding their time a little bit more than others to try to conserve the car and wait and see if there is a caution, because that too, with this particular series, we do a lot of dirt. There is no pit stops in dirt. Here we have pit stops. So if we get a caution and a pit stop comes into play, which has had 21 laps on these tires already, you can gain a lot of spots on pit road.
Yeah, that's for sure. You can definitely, that is one advantage in asphalt that you don't get in dirt, is your pit stops and how good you are at getting through your pits and getting out before the other drivers. But it just doesn't seem like there's going to be a caution at this rate. You have 9 seconds separating first and the 14th place runner, so a lot of space in between these drivers, and I think that is going to put more pressure on these back runners here who are trying to get to the front and thought maybe, hey, prior weeks we've had cautions, kind of banking off of what they've seen before, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, I agree with you. I think we might go green flag to green flag, or green to checkered here. Not green to green, that'd be kind of silly. Green to checkered here without any yellows in there. And again, those top 3, Connor Blaze, Richard Smith, and John Perkins, have really pulled away from the rest of the field, as you've got a 1.9, almost 2-second gap between 3rd and 4th, and you can see it right there on the screen. it's a huge gap, and it looks like the 4-car, Richard Smith's going to try to make another run at the lead here. If he does, as a touch there, this will be our first lead change. We're going to see who's the drag race at the line. It will be the 4, so again, Richard Smith will lead his first lap of the race here, but I'm not sure he actually hasn't cleared us. Right there, you're going to see the one dive it back to the bottom and try to get back by him. So I figured we'd have at least one lead change, and there it is, and we may have another one here as they come around this corner.
Yeah, Connor Blaze trying to pull the crossover from Richard Smith. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. John Perkins in the 12 car goes to the outside. Looks like Connor Blaze just let him go. I'm not sure if he had an issue.
Yeah, he's falling back big time now. So it made me wonder if he was really holding them up, and once they got by, he kind of took off and left him. Now that's probably the most spread out those top 3 have been all race.
Yeah, Richard Smith definitely took off. I am interested to really understand what happened there with Connor Blaze. Maybe he just didn't feel like racing John Perkins into the corner. But he is reeling him in a little bit now, so we'll see.
Now, take a look here. Back to, that's 5th place, Kyle O'Danick in the 8 car. He just got by Bobby Rafferty to take 5th place. And he's doing everything he can. He's trying to work over the 3 of Dave Audio. So we'll see if he can get by him. Again, that is for 4th position. Not a podium finish, but still a great points night overall. If you can get a top 5, even a top 4 would be better.
Yeah, these front runners here are running very similar times. Kyle O'Danick is definitely making the moves. I wouldn't be surprised to actually see him get by this 3-car Dave Audio and get to the leaders.
Yeah, definitely he is one of the faster ones here. Again, with the surprising turn of events that I don't think they expected, or I mean, they might have, and they are just banking on at least one caution, is Gerald John and Jeffrey Stanton back there. Still 10th and 11th, have not moved up at all since the start of the race. They did gain, looks like 2 positions, but after that, it has been kind of a standstill as they haven't passed each other. They haven't got to the front. So, again, if we get a caution, folks, we will bring one of these in the booth and see if they have a strategy to get to the front.
Yeah, and I was looking here at the leader's time compared to Junior Harvell, who's currently running 13th, his last lap time, and they're only off by about half a tenth. So that's definitely going to affect probably why Gerald John and Jeffrey Stanton are just not making ground. Everyone's just running the same time. You know, their cars are all running the same tire wear. You know, there hasn't been someone who's pit, someone who hasn't. So they're all kind of on the same schedule here.
Yeah, definitely would agree with that. As you look, I'm looking at Richard Smith right now. He has got a huge lead now at 0.865 seconds over 2nd and 3rd place. So he was definitely getting held up by Connor Blaze because unless Connor Blaze is just not pushing his car to full throttle anymore, because once Richard Smith got by, he is gone. He is good 3 car lengths ahead, 4 car lengths sometimes. So I really do think he's got a good handling car. He just was biding his time, and he got by Connor Blaze, John Perkins, and he has checked out for the rest of the field right now.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Connor Blaze's last lap time was actually faster than Richard's. I'm checking now to see. It looks like that lap he did run a little bit slower of a time than Richard. So swapping back and forth, but Richard's definitely checking out, it seems, as we're just over halfway now. So this race is halfway over.
Yeah, again, we said it would be a very quick night, and it is so far. Without jinxing the race here, folks, 33 laps, there it is right there, 33 laps completed. We are on lap 34 now. Again, so far. All green flag, no cautions. So if there is any tire wear, we may start seeing that creep up now. So these people that have been up front, having to battle side by side, if you're going to get tire wear a whole lot, that is going to be when you see it. Having to battle someone like that, and all of these guys up front have done that at least a couple of laps. They have 35 laps on these tires now.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. You mentioned tire wear. As you can see him going in the corner now compared to the beginning of the race. I don't know if you notice it, but it looks like they're sliding up a little bit more. Like it's a little more slick than what it was in the beginning. I actually hear a little heel spin almost from these cars when I hear them going into the corner.
Yeah, definitely. As you saw earlier, you said they were running as close to the bottom as they could, and now they can't. They're running just about a lane up from where they used to be running. And it's like we've seen in the past with these cars. If you get too close to that yellow line, the car will spin out. And if this track is anything like that, with 36 laps on your tires, you don't want to risk it, especially these guys in the top 3, even the top 5 for that matter. Don't want to risk spinning out. So they're having to conserve tires very well. And again, that could be what Connor Blaze and John Perkins are doing right there in second and third, is just running enough to stay ahead of fourth and beyond, but also conserving their tires in case we do not get a caution, which again doesn't look like we're going to.
Yeah, it definitely does not look like we're going to have a caution. But, you know, the announcers are always good at jinxing stuff.
This is very true.
So you never know. It might come out at just the worst time. But I am looking at the lap times here, and they are running about half a second slower than what they were at the beginning of this race. So tire wear is playing some part in this race. But we would really have to see a caution and pit cycles to really figure out or get people on different strategies to really bring that to life.
Yeah, and just as with always with racing, cautions breed cautions. So if we see one, there is a good chance you might see another one. And especially in the closing laps when you know you're further back, you're trying to get to the front to get a good points finish here tonight. People get a little more aggressive than they normally would, knowing that I need to get there and I don't have time to do it. That's when you see people getting more aggressive, cautions breeding cautions. So if in the event we do see one, I bet it will not be the last one tonight. Again, we're going to start lap 40, so we have 21 laps to go. This race is 2/3 done.
Yeah, I'd say right about now is when I would really turn the pressure up. And if you're going to see a caution, you're going to see it, I would say probably within the next 10-15 laps here, because that's going to be, you know, drivers know that, hey, this race is, you know, 2/3 of the way over. We need to make something happen now.
Oh, just like that. You were talking Bobby Rafferty gets into, believe it or not, it was Keith Jeffrey that got into Bobby Rafferty. He did recover from it, but we're just talking about it. People are starting to, I wouldn't call that as aggressive as he slid up like you were talking about. These tires are getting really worn, and he just slid up a little bit and bumped into him, and it cost him about 6 car lengths off of Bobby, but he didn't lose the position. He's still in 7th place. But it's funny, we were just talking about sliding up and having to be on the move now, and everybody's trying. And that was almost a result of a first caution here, but did not bring it out.
Yeah, these tires, you know, with 41 laps on these tires, they're pretty much gone. And to have side-by-side racing like that, you know, the driver on the inside is going to race as hard as he can to, you know, retain his position. It may just end up in a situation like that where you have them getting together.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like now we got the 7 car. It is Gary Holbrook. Hadn't talked about him a whole lot, but he is moving up. Currently in 9th. It looks like he's going to take 8th place as he does it right there. Oh, again, sliding up a little sideways, but he does recover from it. But like I said, these cars have hardly any grip out there right now as they are getting sideways quite a bit, especially when they're side by side like that.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here at currently last place, Jeffrey Stanton's. He was off the pace for a few laps there, and I'm watching him, and I'm not sure if he has damage or what's up, but he is getting really, really loose into the corners. Almost looks like he's having a very hard time controlling that car.
Yeah, definitely is. Oh, he almost put it into the outside wall. Does recover for it. From it, though, Gerald John, the other one we were keeping an eye on. Again, these guys were going for a semi-hard charger award for a select group of people that have won a race or in the top, I believe, 3 points, stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we know it was for a very select group of guys. If you didn't qualify, you had a chance to win that $20. But it looks like, I believe, if they don't win it, it goes back into the pot for next week. So, with that being said, it looks like it will be going back into the pot. I'm not sure how much it will go up, but it is definitely going to go up through this race. It doesn't look like either one of them are going to walk away with a win here tonight. Again, as they run right now.
Yeah, I am just watching this 5-car of Jeffries, and he is about losing it every turn. This is crazy to watch him as he almost slides the back end into the outside wall. So he has to have damage or something, or his tires are hot. And the leaders are catching him.
Yeah, we'll take a look here to the leader. We'll take about 26 seconds off of the pace right now. And keep in mind, they're only running 30-second laps. So it's going to be very soon when they catch him, as it's almost 27 seconds off. Now it is 27.4. So about 2.6 seconds, and they will catch him.
Yeah, he is dirt tracking it around these corners. His cockpit view I'm looking at now, that is just unbelievable. Looks like he's driving a modified around here, a dirt modified.
And while you're back there, we just took a look up to the front real fast. If you look there, we have a battle for the lead again. So Connor Blaze, we were talking about in the back there. I'm not sure if maybe Richard Smith got a little loose and allowed Connor to catch him. Well, Connor Blaze has just picked it up a lot in these closing laps. As we got about 12 laps to go, 11 or 12 laps to go. So he has definitely picked up the paces. He is all over the back bumper of Richard Smith in the 4, and if you saw just for a split second, there was Jeffrey Stanton back in 14th. So, got a battle for the lead and a lap car coming up. So this could get very interesting about 10 laps to go here in just a second.
Yeah, just got some in-car audio from Jeffrey Stanton. Said he is loose all over the bleeping place. So, definitely not enjoying it out there. As you can see, he's going to duck to the inside there and let his leaders take the outside line.
Yeah, that's definitely a very respectable move. As any respectable driver would do, he just pulls it down, lets it by. He's got no chance here tonight, really. The car, so obviously he doesn't have damage, it's just loose. But he did do the honorable thing and let them by without any battling. But I really do, with 10 laps to go, going to be 9 when they cross the line here in just about half a lap. I think we may have a good battle for the lead between Connor Blaze and Richard Smith.
Yeah, Connor Blaze is not going to let, he's been up front contending for the lead all night. He is not going to let Richard Smith get away easy tonight.
You're definitely right on that. And looking at it, Smith has led 28 laps here tonight. Blaze has led 23, so they're just about dead even right now. As far as laps go, obviously Smith leading about 5 or 6 more. And will be a few more if he continues to lead. But Connor Blaze is not going to make it easy on him. He is going to try everything he can to get by him. He may try a different line here. So it'll be interesting to see if they can do this cleanly, or if a mistake is made that could cost both of them the position. That would leave Dave Badio in the 3 to get the win here tonight.
Yeah, Dave's just hanging out back there in third. Definitely hoping for something to happen here with these two front runners. And I'm sure if it does, he'll be there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, he's definitely the next car in. You look to fourth, John Perkins. That's John Perkins, Kyle O'Danick, and Bobby Rafferty right there. So very good battle for fourth place. Fourth through sixth anyway. So it looks like Kyle O'Danick possibly might fall to sixth here. But that is a great little battle going on there between them. I'm not sure who's going to get it right now. It looks like O'Danick will have fifth place sewed up, but not for sure. Rafferty is trying to get to his inside and see anything he can do to get by as they almost touched coming out of turn 4 there. Let's take a look back up front here. We got 0.199 seconds separating the first two cars. So again, anyone in chat, give us a prediction who you think is going to come out here to win. It's going to be Richard Smith, Connor Blaze, and that is the 4 and the 1 right there on the screen. What do you think something might happen? Will they get together and allow one of these guys behind them? Dave Body or John Perkins, Rafferty, or O'Danick? Will one of these guys get by them for the win here? As we take a look by, there it goes. Caution out. Oh my goodness. That is not what people wanted to see. Let's see who it was for. Looks like it could be Jeffrey Stanton. He's on pit road. I'm not sure. No, he went on pit road. He's not on there now. We'll see here. Clifton Cockrell, maybe. He's a little slower than everyone. As well as Lynn Purcell. So we'll take a look here. I'll go back and see what we can find. Not sure what brought that out, but...
Oh, it was the 12 of John Perkins with that 3-race battle there for fourth.
Oh, okay. Well, that is interesting. Yeah, I just noticed he's back in 10th now. At that point, caution was already out.
Yeah, it looks like they were just fighting hard, and looks like he may have got some help or just got loose coming off of turn 4 and got the inside wall.
This is going to be a very interesting scenario here. 3 laps to go. Not sure if we are going to go back to green flag racing or not. But if we do, it's going to be a 1-lap shootout. So we've waited and waited for a caution to see if anybody was going to take tires. I don't think anybody's going to pit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to pit, and if I were the leader in this situation, I would not pit, but it is a hard call because you could go in if you're in second place and bring everyone with you, or you could go in and bring nobody with you.
Yes.
So it's definitely a hard call, and they don't have professional crew chiefs up on their box telling them what to do.
Yeah, and it looks like you take a wide view here. Nobody is coming in, so we'll see here as we keep an eye on that pace car to see if the lights are going to go out. If they do, right now we should go green flag racing.
And it's still on.
Still on, 2 laps to go, but I don't think we'll go green flag racing again tonight.
Well, Gerald John made his way up to 7th place.
Yeah, that caution definitely helped him. It gained him 1 spot, but he had worked his way up. Unfortunately, just not quite enough to claim that $20 here tonight.
Overall, this was a really good race, though.
Yeah, it definitely is. 1 caution for 3 laps. Currently 2 to go. Only 1 lead change, but almost caution free.
Every time we broadcast these guys, they seem to just impress me with how good they are with driving around each other, and very respectable.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder. Connor Blaze, I definitely think he held off. He was hanging back, just trying to conserve those tires and not wear them any more than he had to make a run here at the end. He definitely had him on the inside at some points. He could have gotten by. but it just makes you wonder if he'd have just started, a lap or two earlier, if he'd be out front right now, because I'm sure this caution is not what he wanted to see right now.
No, definitely not. He is probably kicking himself. But like we said, these cautions, they come out at the worst times possible. That's what happened tonight. We were expecting to go green flag the whole way, and just didn't happen. And it just happened that caution did come out with just enough laps that we weren't going back to green. So Connor is probably kicking himself, but overall it was a great race, and it was a good run for Richard Smith. He's going to claim the victory here.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Great race. We'll see here. Tonight I don't see anybody here in TeamSpeak out of our top 3, but your race winner tonight will be Richard Smith, so a good run for him. He got up front and he kept it there. I thought Connor Blaze had something for him, but he just might have conserved tires just a little bit too long, and it was unfortunately his doing here tonight with that caution from John Perkins. Again, not a bad caution, it was just racing hard, and it just came out at the wrong time for Connor Blaze. Alright, well, folks, that pretty much wraps things up here tonight. We do have a few more things to take care of here. Again, we don't see anybody in here for post-race interviews. So, Brandon, you want to go through our official or unofficial results for us?
Yeah, sure. Getting the win tonight, Richard Smith. Second place goes to Connor Blaze. Third place goes to Dave Audio. And then fourth place here, we got Bobby Rafferty. And then rounding out your top 5 for the evening, Kyle Odanik. Sixth place, Keith Free. Seventh place, one of our hard charger tenders, Gerald John. Eighth place, Gary Holbrook. Ninth place, we have Jason Perkins. 10th place, we have Clifton Cockrell. 11th place, we have Junior Harville. 12th place, we got Glenn Purcell III. And 13th place here, we have Jeffrey Staten, our other hard charger contender. And then rounding out the field in 14th place, we have John Perkins.
All right. And last but not least, take care of all these sponsors and partners that make this possible here on MaxSpeedTV. One of those is the official race team of MaxSpeedTV, and that is HRE Motorsports. So if you're looking for a good team to follow on Facebook or check out their website, you can do that at HREmotorsports.com or just looking them up on Facebook with HRE Motorsports. If you are looking for a great paint job here on iRacing, make sure you check out the official paint booth of MaxSpeedTV. That is Colby's Eye Paints. You can look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints. And of course, not last but definitely not least, is Performance PCs. They are one of our biggest partners here. They are for water cooling and modification needs to your computer. Again, they help us out a lot here. We are working on some special stuff with them. We will be announcing that here in the coming days or so, possibly up to a week, somewhere in there. But make sure you definitely check them out at performance-pcs.com for all your water cooling needs. And if you're looking to buy a big order, definitely message us here on MaxSpeedTV on our Facebook page. I will be sure to get that answered for you. If you are looking to spend at least $250, we can save you 11% on that order and get you a code for that. But again, on behalf of the East West Modifieds and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you next Thursday night.